kick is on its way, and it is good. And we've got some rough stuff after the kick. Steelers reacting very negatively to the rough treatment, and a helmet goes flying. Penalty markers are flying.
Well, that just became an expensive Christmas for Foster, for the Steelers. He's the one that launched one of the helmets of the Kansas City Chiefs. It looks like Kevin Vickerson's helmet. Around everybody's stool or chairs at their lockers, you're like, okay, who has the FedEx packages? So
that's what started it. Martin and number 73, Ramon Foster.
The field goal was good. After the field goal, personal foul, unnecessary roughness by the offense. Number 73. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Timeout.
Bosher spins it away. And Arenas going to bring it out. And not a wise decision for the second or third time by Arenas. Barely gets to the 10-yard line. Bierman hustling down the field to make the stop. And now a fight. Boy, that's a serious fight down there. That's Christopher Owens, a backup cornerback. Hard to tell whether it was Arenas that he got tangled up with or someone else, but you can rest assured Owens is going to be facing a substantial fine of some kind. There is a penalty flag down. Looked like the Kansas City player over there, Sean Drone, had the face mask of Owens, and it looked like Drone threw a punch after Owens had done the same.
2 dead ball fouls on the play. Unnecessary roughness against Atlanta. Unnecessary roughness against Kansas City. They'll offset Kansas City first down.
Third down and 2 for Tampa Bay. On the play, it is Martin, and he will be forced back. Good effort by Frank Clark. And now some extracurricular activity.
And there's a fight on the field here before we go to a break, as all of a sudden this breaks out.
Look out, look at this.
And you've got,
boy, and those
Jarvis Williams was right in the middle of it, I know that.
And there are a bunch of, I believe, high school cheerleaders down there getting ready to come onto the field, and I don't think this is quite what they expected to have happen right in front of them.
And there's Charles Haley, the peacemaker, you would hope.
Well, this isn't settled yet.
The teams exit through different tunnels, but on the same side of the field.
Well, the Cowboys are upset because there is no question Tito Wooten should have been flagged for interference.
The only thing dumber than fighting on a football field is fighting on a football without a helmet.
No, the fight is stupid.
And Alvin Harper is shaken up. There he is. He's hurt.
He is hurt.
And that's the way the half ends.
Give it to Robert Turbin. And that will be the final play of this opening half. Things getting a little testy down there. Pushing and shoving. That's the way the first half will come to an end. Dallas will get the ball to begin the second half. You may remember they won the toss. Snap is mishandled, and it looks like Hill is at the bottom of the pile with the ball, but we wait. Shoving to the right, possession to the left.
Well, Tony Romo was trying to signal out to the receivers, wanting to change the route, and Travis Frederick snapped the ball and he wasn't ready.
And it was Hill who comes away with the football.
You know, you see, I talked earlier that there were going to be a variety of silent snaps now, or silent counts. Now, earlier,
it looks like some punching going on at the bottom of that pile.
well, Tony Romo, he gives Frederick the foot. I think Travis Frederick thought that meant then that he was ready to have the ball snapped. Romo then tries to signal out to the receivers to change the route there.
San Diego in the first quarter. Sam, John, and Pam.
Thanks, Kurt. And you can see how heated these two teams have become playing each other. This is the 5th time in the last 4 seasons. Luke Kuechly trying to gather his team in and settle them down.
Phillies have to get to the goal. The down count, 2nd down.
And the personal foul called on Ricardo Lockett. He got in a little scuffle with Kurt Coleman, but there is no love lost. They've played each other so many times, and the Carolina Panthers have that little brother complex, and the only way to tell the big brother that he's not going to be the big brother anymore is sometimes hit him in the mouth. And Kurt Coleman just draws the big brother, Ricardo Lockett, to react.
Right tackle Will Beatty's done tonight.
Yeah, you like that setup, huh?
3rd and 5. Eli knew that sack was coming there. After all that time spent talking about the offensive line, now Jacobs in a pushing match with D'Angelo Hall and throws a punch. And Hainsworth and Jacobs and they're throwing punches back and forth. And there'll be ejections here. Jacobs, who has used boxing in his training in the past. And those guys set up like they were ready to go 15 rounds. And, you know, Tom Coughlin's not going to be thrilled when these guys come to the sideline. Tom's going to be the first one out there to get one of his leaders in Jacobs.
You know, when a fight breaks out, I wouldn't look to pick a fight with Albert Hainsworth. I'd look for like a small guy.
I'm not choosing Jacobs either, you know?
Yeah, you're right. 265 pounds.
He and D'Angelo Hall got started on it.
Beatty gets involved.
At this point, watch these guys square off. It takes the look of a hockey game here for a second as they take the fighting pose to go after each other, which is...
There's Albert, number 92. Ooh, good right hand. Good left hand. He's taking on anybody.
As the Giants had this in the 4th quarter of the game last
After the
week.
play was over, personal foul, 92, defense. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed for where the was sacked and in the grass. 1st down.
How does Brandon Jacobs not get a penalty?
Freeman loses the ball. And let's see whether he recovered. It's close. It was Babineau who forced the fumble. And now we're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct as Jeremy Trueblood loses a helmet as tempers flare. And it was recovered by Freeman, or Williams, I think, but both of them recovered it. And the question now on 4th down, what are they going to do about
The punter.
the punting situation? Flag, and they'll sort this one out.
The ruling on the field was a fumble. It was recovered by the quarterback. It will be 4th down. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 65 of the offense for removing his helmet. That'll be half the distance to the goal. It's 4th down.
3rd down and 3. Ryan can't find it at 1. Falcons must get to the 43. And Ryan picks up the 1st down and then a late hit. LaRon Landry. A couple of flags come flying in. Another smart move there.
Now you got D'Angelo Hall on the sideline in the middle of all that.
How about Mike Smith in the middle of it? Yeah. He's held away by his tight end Justin Fields. Oh, now Albert Hainsworth comes in, and another flag. I think that latest flag's going to be on Hainsworth.
Again, we talked about attention to detail, being smart. Laron Landry, that's not playing the game. You're going to get flagged. Now, Mike Smith is right in the middle of this the whole time because it happens right in front of him. Get out of bounds, get out of bounds, get the first down. And now he's got the hit on his quarterback. Now he's in the middle of it. Yeah, and he is furious. That's your franchise quarterback there, and he is right in the mix. And now you got D'Angelo Hall, an ex-Falcon, an ex-Raider. He was out.
There are 2 fouls on the play. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 30, defense. That penalty will be accepted. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 92. First down, Atlanta.
Landry, and then
and they took this timeout to give Clifton Smith a chance for a return.
And they ran right into Smith. Clifton Smith was hit on the punt and still lying down. And Dante Wesley ran into him. And now you think these clubs have played each other over the years, even the young kids, and have learned. You just talked about what they showed them.
Yeah, this is always a physical rivalry, and they've run out of flags, so now the officials are even throwing hats to signify penalties.
And there is Aqib Talib, and there's an official trying to keep him out of further trouble, and we already have trouble here.
And that's good preventive officiating right there. Dante Wesley's going to proclaim innocence, but boy, what a shot did he deliver on Clifton Smith, who had no chance to get to the ball.
Tell you what, this officiating crew just did a superb job.
Fantastic.
In stopping what could have been a total melee into, you know, a kind of a scrum that ended in a hurry. Meanwhile, still down on the field is Clifton Smith.
Now watch, Dante Wesley is the gunner. And Clifton Smith goes and gets set up, and Wesley just lowers the boom on him. And he's going to claim, you know, he's going to proclaim innocence, but this is going to be a real problem for Dante Wesley. I mean, there's nothing there to show that the ball was there. Not at all. And that's what led to where we are right now.
And when the Buccaneers saw what Wesley had done, they obviously came to his aid, especially since he wasn't getting up from that injury.
Dick, when your coach, I'm talking about the Buccaneers, shows you film in camp about a team that he says has physically dominated you, and something like this happens, look out.
Fair catch interference, which was also a personal foul. Number 21 of the kicking team. That player, by virtue of his actions, is disqualified